we've got to consider the water as an extraordinary blessing. In the beginning, there was the Creator. There was the Word. But before there was the Word, there was the water. Go back and do a study of Genesis 1 through 6. I spent 3 days with colleagues. And what you'll find is in the beginning there was the Creator and the water at the same time. And then the Word was spoken. The electromagnetic frequencies of sound, of language, of mathematics divine was spoken into the water that then created. And you divide the water from the water. Now you enter into the subatomic quantum domain where there's the spiritual energy, the parallel realities. That's happening right here, right now. The spiritual domain. And so that's dividing the water to create the firmament out of which everything came, all of physical reality. So we're talking about that kind of information today. The reason I bring it up now is because the solution, water. Solvent. Salve the pollute. You'll learn the musical note. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, the fifth note. Solve pollute. Solve the problem. Solve the pollution, says Webster. The universal solvent is the water. Because it's God. It is part of the triune God. Study deeply. Bible study 3 days, 6 verses, 1 through 6 Genesis. You realize water that we flush down the toilets without thinking twice is part of the triune God. That is, before there was the Trinity in history, there was the triune God. So those are the things that we're going to focus on today that will, I pray, by your prayers and by the grace of the Creator, to bring us all the resources necessary to bless humanity, to bring it out of this curse that we have been in this gross illusion called Babylonian deception. It's reality that we can't stand anymore, that we fulfill now with the Messiah. What he said is, there will come a time, and these are the end times, it is now, where not only you shall do more than what I have done, and now is that time, but he said also that you will be living on this planet, but no longer of it. And that's now for most of you. You can't believe, nor can I, the insanity, the lunacy, the genocide that is occurring. It is not of us nor our hearts. This is that time. The prophecy is fulfilled. And so what this concert concept for the global baptism that I'm praying for your support, we need about $2.5 million. We're going to manifest $2.5 million somehow miraculously shortly. And we don't need the money to make it happen. And it's already going to happen because the Creator has put it on the agenda. It's in the prophecy. It's in the books. Revelation 14:1. We'll talk about that today. All we need is 2.5. We're asking $2.5 million to advertise it, to make it an event, to bring it in front of everybody, because then we can be the watchmen. We can actually be response-able in today's Babylonian media-directed society to be able to articulate to the global population, the world public, what we're doing to glorify the Creator and bring back sanity, to eliminate this lunacy. That's the opportunity. So the concert for the living waters, we've actually scheduled. I'll share the date with you. And this program today is kind of like really, a part of it. My concept is I brought you here to celebrate with us today, to begin this process of celebration divine, to move us into the 1,000 years of world peace, the Messianic age. Because everything's going to be different then. And it's not that far away. So we have to really begin to think clearly about this, and then to begin to work in ourselves and purify ourselves. You've already been ransomed. That word in the Bible talks about those who make it are the ones who have been ransomed. They hold the Creator's name, correct name, in this place right here, the forebrain, called the pineal gland. That's the electromagnetic processing station in the forebrain. That's the spiritual gyroscope to set us right back onto the correct path of righteousness, right standingness, standing right in the kingdom of heaven. Not off the mark, not in sin, in the flow, in the current. Sea, S-E-A, currency, flow, money. No, we're talking about the spiritual current flow. Current right now, right here, in this magnificent spiritual domain that is a parallel reality that's happening right here, right now. No accident that you're here. It is a divine appointment that you're here. And that the purpose of this divine appointment is celebration of the win and the way to the great glory. 1,000 years of world peace, where we won't be looking at each other any longer as separate. We won't be seeing each other as enemies. We won't be engaged in our egoic minds, in judgment, in fear, where the heart mind opens and the egoic mind shuts down, because that's the manipulation. That's the population decimation. The mainstream media plays to that mechanism. It's mechanical. Stimulus response. We are more than our minds. We are powerful, spiritual, blessed beings of a heavenly Creator who has a mission for us. And this is the time to get a full download of the instructions and simply go with that flow. Steps of the righteous are ordered, says the Bible. What does that mean? The right standing are ordered one after another. You don't have to worry about anything. Creator solves it all. I know that doesn't fit into your paradigm that's been created by the mainstream media and your education system, your academic indoctrination system. Faith and trust is not a big part of that. This is what we have got to evolve in. I'll mention more of this as we go through the day today. I'll reinforce this most important message so that you get it from a fuller perspective. So this shows you that Da Vinci was into what I'm talking about concerning the water. This is an image of Old Man Water by Da Vinci. It looks like a Moses character. Moses' name means saved by the water. Moses' name means saved by the water. Here is Da Vinci's drawing of a Moses-looking character with his staff, and Moses parted the oceans with what many good researchers now are claiming. William Henry is one. There's others out there saying that he had an electron beam accelerator in his staff. And that's how he was able to additionally perform some of these miracles, such as parting the water. Here, Da Vinci shows a Moses-like character with a staff in the water, and what is happening? The swirling effect is occurring. Why is the universe swirling? Why is your DNA spinning? Why does your water, when you flush the toilet, not simply drop straight down, blop, gone? Because everything is engaged in a musical, mathematical, spinning dynamic based on the mathematics that I'm going to share with you today, that Da Vinci and his mentors knew all about. This was how he was able to not only have the advanced technology, such as you see creating the first helicopters, all sorts of the bicycles, the spinning wheels. He designed the bicycle. Brilliant genius. 500 years in advance, he could see prophetically the technology that would evolve because of it's based on simple mathematics, simple understandings of the way the universe operates. So we're moving in this direction. The simplicity is so obvious.